Mark, mate, thank you so much for your time. It's really cool to sit down and chat. And just, I wanted today to, one, get a bit more info about what you're doing in the space and you as a coach and your background and what, what you're up to with Method and the new opportunity you have. And two, kind of circle it back to how you were feeling potentially before you joined the Coach Education Hub,
Yeah.
and really how the hub has allowed you to um, be confident in your service and everything around what you've created and what you're doing now in the space.
Yeah. So I've been before I joined the hub, I've been working completely freelance.
Mm.
So that means I haven't really been affiliated with kind of a gym space or anything like that, who would usually look after my ongoing development.
Yeah.
So joining the hub was a way of outsourcing that and taking control of my further learning. And for me personally, it's a way that, as a freelancer, you often don't want to take a whole week away to go and do a course because
Yeah.
you're not on a salary or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a long-term commitment,
Yeah.
but a short initial time commitment. Whereas I know that the longer I am on the hub, the more I'm going to be developing my skill set. But I, can give 2 hours here or an hour to each webinar each week, and then further my learning with kind of going through it as we go.
Yeah, man, that's perfect. And you've been on the hub for 17 months now.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the biggest thing that has changed for you in terms of impact that you've gained from the hub?
So I would always have positioned myself with kind of bodybuilding or aesthetics training and potentially limited myself to
Yeah.
training those kind of clients. Whereas now, since 17 months on the hub, I feel like I'm completely confident to train 99% of the general population, whether that's because of the things I've already learned or the fact that I know that if I come up with an issue or training obstacle that my client or I might face, it would take a maximum of kind of 24 hours, or even I could wait till the webinar and bring it up in the office call, and therefore have not only the coaches, but the whole kind of hub community to help me troubleshoot this issue.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the biggest overarching win, I would say, is that I'm now confident to train pretty much anyone.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's amazing to see you do and continue to do really good work in the space. Like you launched Method.
Yeah.
And well, tell us about that. Tell us about the curation of that and maybe the motivation behind it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I have originally just been kind of personal training, one-to-one, and then online coaching. And I felt that I kind of needed a little bit more. So I launched Method, which is an online training community, as well as kind of training events. And the hub has kind of helped me not only with that kind of transition from training one-to-one to programming for groups, which, as you'll know, is a completely different beast in itself, where you've got really different cross-section of the population. So the hub helped me with the confidence to do that and the skill set to do that, to then train in groups. And really, it was kind of I did a lot for myself, for my enjoyment, fulfillment within the space. I never want to be kind of just trapped into one kind of pigeonhole. So it's been quite exciting since we've launched. The numbers are growing every month. We brought on another coach. Fantastic. And every single event's been completely sold out. So it's pretty cool.
Power. And what made you choose the hub over other education providers or courses that are out there?
I would say it's twofold. I would say the two things would be trust and alignment. So trust, I've been affiliated or trained with Movement Blueprint for years. So I know that the kind of underpinning of the whole brand is quality. No stones left unturned is something I've heard you say plenty of times. And so I kind of knew that what I was going to be getting was going to be something where each coach involved had the full backing and wasn't there to just wave away someone or sign a certificate or whatever. It was more about ongoing support and real quality. So trust was a big thing. I knew that it wasn't going to be pay something and then you're left alone. It's going to be real hands-on coaching, which is kind of what I needed. And then alignment. So I've always valued my time with my clients, and I see that if they are training for an end goal, say a marathon time or something like that, I feel like myself and MVP have a very similar mindset, and we don't just want to get them to the start line. We want to get them to the start line feeling incredible. So the alignment is there. It's not just getting them to complete a race or complete that time. It's getting them to complete it forever, and then longevity, and have that real kind of training lifespan and feeling really good and fulfilling their life, basically. So that was kind of a real big point. I knew that if I was stayed with MVP for a while, then I would always have that kind of same alignment.
And we've heard that from, thankfully, so many
Yeah,
coaches. So it's really great to hear. And lastly, before we wrap up, like, what would you say to a coach that is potentially thinking about joining the hub, but hasn't just yet?
I would just say do it. Do it. It's super simple, and you can, on weeks you're busy, you can pull back and it's going to be there. You've got a library of things you can learn from. I do it when I'm on the tube, when I'm waiting in airports, I watch a webinar. So it works around you. There's a minimum time commitment of kind of a couple of hours a week, but the more you put in, the more you get out. And if you really want to delve into learning more, there are some serious nerds on there who will really help you out. And it's honestly, there are, and it's like, it's pretty awesome to know that if I've got a question, or really, and there's kind of no question is a bad question, you've got some people there that can kind of really help you out. And me as a coach, I'm light years ahead of where I was 17 months ago. So yeah, just do it.
Mate, that's pal. Thank you very much.
Awesome, dudes.